What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick from WK-Pop, and I want to welcome you back for the first album review of 2016. And naturally, we have to take a look at the 9th mini album from 9 Muses titled Naturalness. Can you believe that they've released 9 mini albums in their entire career? And from 9 releases and all of the work that's gone behind that, they are not like a super crazy popular group. That's crazy to me. But the thing that I like about them is that they are consistent and they put out good music consistently. So I really like that about DalShabet. So it's absolutely fantastic. So of course, my first review of 2016. We're going to go into a couple individual song highlights, and we're going to talk about the album as a whole, and then we're going to give you my final, I guess you can say, rating and score and recommendation on whether or not you should buy it. So let's get into it straight away with the first song that I really want to kind of like highlight, and it's basically the promotion track titled Someone Like You. And it's not really I don't really have anything particularly more advanced to add that I didn't talk about in my music video reaction, but we're gonna say it because my this review is a completely separate video, so we're gonna include that. And I liked the song a lot. It's a really good song. I say that it's probably one of their best songs of recent history, and that's good. They went with Brave Brothers, which is cool. I don't like him. I don't dislike him. I think he makes really good music, but I think that ultimately, after about a week or so, it's kind of boring and old. And I like the song a lot, but as of even before I started listening to this album extensively, to get it all through my brain, before I made the review, I was already tired of the song after watching it once, editing my music video reaction. So I listened to it like maybe 3 or 4 different times, and I was already bored of it. So I mean, it's a really good song, but it kind of, in my opinion, suffers from the classic, or the thing that the common weakness that all Brave Brothers music has, and that it's just generic and boring and stuff like that. It's really good. It's going to be a popular song. It's going to get them a lot of attention, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be a song that is super memorable. So that's the promotion track. We're moving on basically to, well, not basically, we definitely are moving to talk about the first song on the album, which was quite a surprise to me as to what exactly it was going to be, because you would figure that the first song on an album is going to be, like something that is kind of like in your face and attention grabbing. This song is not in your face in any way. It's really kind of, it definitely, the way I would describe it, and the way that probably would be described, is it's a pop ballad, and that's surprising. I was not expecting to hear that, but at the same time, the song is really engaging and did capture my attention. So for it being the first song, it does exactly what you would expect it to do as far as like an album, or to capture someone who's just listening to this album for the first time ever. And it definitely does get your attention and keep you interested. And then you move into the promotion track, which then further hooks you because it's a good song, and then you move on from there. And yeah, that's that. First song is fantastic. The second song, the third basic and final song that I want to highlight, is the song Dreams Come True, which I think is for track number 5 on the album, which is really awesome. For some reason, it's the one song out of all of the rest of the songs that I think are really good, by the way. The entire album is fantastic, but this one single song stands out for me the most as my favorite, or just the one song that stands out to me from the rest. I don't specifically know why. Maybe it's because of the English lines that are in the song. I don't really know, but this one specifically, Dreams Come True, stands out from all the rest. And that's kind of saying something, I guess you can say, because the rest of the album, the rest of the songs in the album, like I said, are really good. I enjoyed it quite a lot. So there you go, 3 songs I want to highlight. Let's move on to the overall just discussion or thoughts on the album. And overall, of course, I really liked the album. It's classic DalShabet, just releasing a really good album, really good promotion track, just solid all the way through. But of course, just being solid and good is not going to be enough, of course, obviously, to take you to the next level and become a top tier group as far as the popularity is concerned. But that doesn't matter, because I personally really enjoy this. And like I said, because it's a solid release, it's typical 9 Muses, I'm not disappointed in anyway. And the thing that I love the most about this album is the fact that it goes with the way that the songs are, or the fact that every single member in the group has a solo song, and that is basically the entirety of the album, is really, really unique. I've never ever seen that before in a K-pop album, ever. I've seen, of course, there's a lot of albums that have, solo songs from like one member, or a song that's a, that's a duet from two members, or, stuff like that, like smaller groups that are, that are one song out of a group. But every single member in this group, the album is 6 songs long, including the instrumental tracks. So, you've got 2 songs that are by the group, and then you've got 4 individual solo tracks, which each are really, really different as well. And I really, really like that. That whole thing there is really, really unique. Another thing I really like about this album too is just the way that it flows from start to finish, where it starts off, the first song is the first track, the intro track, I guess you can say, is a bit different from the way that it flows. But it starts with something that's pretty engaging, and then you get to, a legit pop song, and then from there it flows from like more pop to more of a ballad sort of sound and song, and I really, really like that. It's really, really nice. And I think going from like high energy to low energy is a pretty good way to end the album. I mean, they definitely could go the other way as well, and I would have really liked that also. I just like albums that kind of, when they flow from song to song, or in an interesting way, or just in a way that feels natural to me. And the way that the songs on this album have been arranged and ordered definitely feels really, really natural to me. So that being said, my rating for this album, since I go off of basically a 3 sort of rating system, where 1, I either say this is an album you should buy, 2, you should go to iTunes for this to buy individual songs because some are good, some are not, and then 3, that because I don't particularly like this album, I say that you should judge for yourself. So my rating for this album, I really want to give this an album, or say that this is an album that you should definitely purchase and support the fact that they're making good music. But that being said, the entire album is not spectacular enough to the point that I would say that you have to buy it. So my ultimate rating is gonna be basically the one in the middle, which is you definitely should go to iTunes, pick out the songs that you like, and buy them there. Or if you like the entire album, then buy it for sure. So it's definitely somewhere in the middle between definitely buy this or check it out on iTunes and get the individual songs. Ultimately though, I do have to go and say that this is a average album that I wouldn't definitely insist and plead that you buy it, but you definitely should check it out and give it some time and think about it to, maybe buy 1 or 2 songs. If you're not going to buy any other song, you definitely probably should buy at least the promotion track, Someone Like You. So there you go. That's my, review, just really short, hopefully, of this 9th mini album from DalShabet. That's crazy. 9 mini albums. I don't think that I will get over that, but that's quite a lot. Really, really impressive. Hopefully they can stick around and keep continuing to put out the solid hits and solid albums like they have been since they debuted. So there you go. That's my review. I want to know what you thought of this album. There's the comments below, which is exactly where I would like you to put your thoughts and opinions. Also, you can follow me on social media. I got Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and a bunch more. There's links to all of my profiles in the description box below. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Really, pinpoint or even really explain, because it's really, really just difficult to, come up with a reason. And, for me personally, that makes this album really, really fantastic, just because it's good in a way that I cannot even, comprehend or even say just inherently.